everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm here today to share with you one of the first of several different TBRs that I've created or that I'm going to be doing throughout the year of 2023. And this TBR is for the Thrive Together Network's book club. Now, I know I've talked about this before on my channel, but if you're new here, Thrive Together Network is a private network run similarly to the way Facebook runs, but it's a paid membership. And they are all about promoting a community for women and non-binary identifying artists, female and non-binary identifying artists to be specific. And this is a community that I've been a part of now for a couple years. And one of the things that I do on this community is I run their book club. And so the book club has been not quite as organized as it is going to be for 2023 in that we've chosen all our books in advance. And I thought it would be fun to go through the books with you in case you have any interest, in case you are an artist and you want to find some sort of community and you like reading books as well, then you will find out what books we are reading and when, and potentially join us on the network. I'm going to put all the information about Thrive Together linked down below so you can have a look at the website and learn a bit more about what's offered. There's a lot of wonderful things that come along with this group. One of which is the Thriving Artists Map, which was created by the founders Kaylin Butine and Jamie Smith. And this is a wonderful get yourself organized type of planner that's going to go through the whole entire year of 2023 and allow people who are on the network to pre-plan and kind of get their year set up for themselves so that you have a real picture of what the year is going to be for the network and also how you can integrate that into your life and get your art career on the right track. So for the Thrive Together Network Book Club, our first read of 2023 is going to be in January, and we are going to read Child with a Fire, Mary Edmonia Lewis and the Problem of Art History's Black and Indian Subject by Kirsten Buick. Now, Mary Edmonia Lewis was a sculptor in the 19th century, and she was of African American and Indigenous descent. And she encountered a lot of racism, and obviously being a woman of color in that time and being an artist, like in some ways it was a huge anomaly to even be in this community. And she actually left the United States and went to Europe and studied there and worked there and was a very amazing sculptor. So there's a lot of information about her that I'm really excited to learn about, and this is a biography about her and about the world that she was in at the time and all the barriers, systemic barriers that made being an artist for her very, very difficult. So that's our January read. In April, we're going to be reading Artemisia, which is a novel by Alexandra LaPierre, and it's translated from the French by Liz Heron. This is a fictionalized account of Artemisia Gentileschi's life. Artemisia Gentileschi was a Renaissance era female artist. She has, become quite prominent in the art world in terms of her amazing ability to paint and the subjects that she tackled, which were often interpreted by male painters differently, and she brought that female perspective. She also had a very famous court case that took place because she was raped by her teacher, I believe, and her father supported her in going to court and trying to bring justice to this man for what he did. And she went on to have a fairly career as an artist. She was a painter. Her husband supported her, and even while raising her children, she was able to continue to paint. So very fascinating life, and very excited to read this novel about her life. In June, we are going to be reading Reimagining Capitalism in a World on Fire by Rebecca Hendersen. Rebecca Hendersen is a Harvard professor, and this book is basically what it says in the title. It is examining the economic, political, and social impacts of capitalism on our society and trying to reimagine it as a system that could be more sustainable and less focused on profits over people. So interested in seeing what this book has to say. And then in September, we're going to be reading The Milk of Dreams by Leonora Carrington. Leonora Carrington was a surrealist artist, painter, came into prominence in the 1930s and 40s. After World War II, she moved to Mexico and lived there for the rest of her life. She was very interested not only in painting but also as a writer, and so she wrote a series of stories for her children in Spanish, which she then translated into English and illustrated as well. So this is a series of 9 stories written by Leonora for her children that was eventually published. And in case you're wondering as well, this title, The Milk of Dreams, was actually the title exhibit for the Venice Biennale in this past year, 2022. So Leonora Carrington's work was very inspirational for the themes that surrounded the Venice Biennale art show this year. In November, will be our final read, and we are going to be reading The Baby on the Fire Escape, Creativity, Motherhood, and the Mind-Baby Problem by Julie Phillips. So in this work, Julie Phillips examines past artists, I believe. I'm not sure if she talks to any contemporary artists, but she certainly looks at the careers of people like Ursula K. Le Guin, Audre Lorde, Susan Sontag, Angela Carter, and looks at how they balanced or how they integrated being a mother and raising their children into being creative people. So this is always obviously a topic that is very close to heart for me, because I'm always looking for other people's experiences, learning about how they handled these types of things in a very different era and with very different mediums. Obviously, some of them writers, some of them visual artists. And so I'm very looking forward to reading this survey of these different women's careers and how they balanced parenting with their creative life. So those are the 5 books that the Thrive Together Network will be reading in 2023. If you are interested in joining us, I post weekly updates on the Thrive Together Network, and then we are hoping to also have live discussions of these books afterwards, and we would love to have you there. I will also obviously be talking about these books in my monthly TBRs and monthly wrap-ups if you do not become a member of the Thrive Together Network, but I hope that you do, and I will be back again soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching.